Aquarius, I know it's about to be a lot, but you got this. You're about to get Pluto for the next like 20 like till 2043. Yeah, it's a lot, but ain't nothing you can't handle. You need to hear this. So go grab your essentials, get comfy. Let's let's let's. Already this new mic? Hey Aquarius. It's your girl Jay, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024, baby. I want to go ahead and get in, so let's clear out this funky ass energy. Welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. Hydrate, light it if you need it. Aquarius, you haven't been here before. Let's just start there. Where you're going, you have not been before. You are welcoming in, ushering in a whole new fucking era. This is the age of Aquarius that we're embarking on together as a collective. Your sign governs the collective. And so be sure to check out that Scorpio season astrology video that has all of the important astrological dates. I'm just not gonna fuck with the mic. But I will put you on game. Uranus is currently retrograde in Taurus. Saturn is currently retrograde in Pisces, but goes direct this season. Goes direct on November 15th in Pisces. And then on the 19th, you get Pluto. And I don't want to like amp it up, but it is like a big deal. This is the end of an era and a beginning of a new one. And people have been talking about, oh, we've been in the era or we've been in the age of Pisces. No, the fuck we haven't. We have been in the age of Capricorn. Capricorn is all about money, power, respect, what you need in life, all of that. That's Capricorn shit. Money, power, respect. Anyway, you govern hope and wishes and friends in higher places and the revolution and the freedom fighters and the innovators and the weirdos and the humanitarians, and that's where we're headed. That's the where the pendulum is swinging next, towards the collective, towards a collective consciousness. And you've got to pioneer that. But the thing is, you guys have gotten a long time of not having to feel like the deepest, like darkest of your feelings. You know, Aquarius suns, I mean, I know the rest of your chart depends on your moon and stuff like that, but Aquarians are kind of stereotypically known for being the least emotional sign in the zodiac. Y'all can just professional pushers, professionally keeping it moving always. And we need that energy, but I also feel like in order for us to progress as a species, because I feel like Aquarius energy progresses us as a species, we've got to have access to our feelings, and not just the surface feelings on the top, the fucking underbelly. We've got to have access to the fullness of our emotions. And it's just your turn, honey. You've got them until 2043. But let's see what's coming in for this Scorpio season for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. And I like the way that the shadows are playing. because, this is Scorpio season. This is the spooky season. This is when the veil is at the thinnest, the veil between the physical and the spiritual realms. And I feel like if you've got a whole bunch of shadows you've been evading, a lot of skeletons in your closet, it's just time, babe. I already feel the cards being very reticent with you, wanting to take their time. Nice, see? The Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Pentacles. So the first thing out to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your relationship to your idea of your personal luck. Like, there is something about understanding we have the experience that we expect. And so if you expect for Pluto in your sign to be this like shit show, that's what it'll be. So you've got to like get back to optimism, because with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. This is a huge turning point. And you're going to be gaining access to the signs and the symbols and synchronicity, and finally letting go of that old cycle, letting go of that old season. There is a new season of life for you. But what I will say is that I love that all four corners, they all have wings and they all have a book. And there is something there for you to understand about the expansion that comes with knowledge. And I do feel like there may be somebody with Sagittarius or Pisces placements that's going to be playing a big role, that you're trying to hold on to them, they're trying to hold on to you. There could just be something here. The Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, but no, we're turning our back. Knight of Pentacles, no, we're turning our back. There's something there around like getting out of these turbulent situations, getting out of these turbulent mindsets, and really letting yourself slowly and steadily move forward. Letting yourself, I feel like this is a very positive change in your money sector. There's something here where like, well, it really depends. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like nobody can escape fate. What's written for you will be yours. And in the ways that you've been up at the top, it's so easy for you to be swung down. For you to be at the bottom, it's so easy for the divine to swing you back to the top. Like, we all are going to experience the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows. And there's just something really important about your ability to hold on, your ability to let go. I feel like you guys are learning how to hold on, learning how to cling, even learning how to, like, what's worthy of clinging to. Aquarians are not known for clinging. You're not known for like holding on for dear life, white knuckling something, and so there is something there around you having access to those emotions, so you learn how to process them, and you individually processing them is a macro level processing for the collective. And I hear some of you like, I don't want to do all this work for the collective, and I don't know, but you are the collective. You are an embodiment of it. So you doing your own personal work is you doing that for everybody. And I hope that that makes you feel better in some sort of way, versus it feeling like a heavier load, or too much for you to handle. There could be a really big change, not only in your money sector, but with somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. Saturn is in Pisces, which is co-ruled by Jupiter, and the Wheel of Fortune is a Jupiterian card. And so there is something there about you getting deeper access to intuition, you starting to understand symbolism, you starting to understand the seasons. I don't know why I just heard meteorology. Some of you may be like studying the weather, or there could be some like aha moments, breakthroughs that come into the collective by way of some of you that have Aquarius placements. Um, Breakthroughs that come in your neighborhood, that come in your family. Some of you are also moving. There could just be something about moving to a place with better weather, or moving to a place that has weather, that place that has seasons. Um, I feel like there's also something about a new beginning, like in your foundation. There, it's like a new foundation is being laid in the realm of your money, in the realm of your self-worth, in the realm of like your physical body. There is something there about, okay, some of you get a new lease on your body because you are finally forced to deal with some emotions that have been repressed, that have been at the root of your physical ailments. Repressed emotions are how physical ailments manifest in the body. Your secrets and the shit you don't talk about, that's the stuff that makes you sick. Some of you have had like autoimmune stuff coming up. Some of you have had it's like almost like your body is fighting itself in some sort of way, and I feel like that really gets healed because of Pluto, because of some of the emotions that are going to be forced to come to the surface. Some things may be coming back from the past, the subconscious mind expanding in a way that allows you to remember stuff that happened from the past, and really like laying those things to rest. There's just something there around what you've subconsciously been holding on to. What is it that you've been subconsciously holding on to that makes it easy for you to just chuck a deuce, that makes it easy for you to just keep it moving, that makes it so easy for you to detach? That's what I feel like is shifting. That ability to detach at, a hairpin trigger kind of detachment. I don't feel like that's the case anymore. You're learning new lessons about attachments, learning new lessons about your physical body, about your self-worth. Also, I feel like learning new lessons around anxiety, how to manage your anxiety. Because I keep hearing worrying about it is praying for it. And it's just like worrying about it is worshiping the problem. Make sure that you're not keeping yourself in this state of worry. Please continue for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. The Nine of Wands at the center of the reading. Yeah, I just feel like this is the end of a fight. You finally starting to prioritize your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. You finally starting to prioritize your mental health. You finally starting to realize that you're not as alone as you think that you are, that there are resources available to you. That I just feel like this is the end of a fight. Some of you Aquarians have been putting like up such a fight against something, and it's almost like you're starting to understand these inexorable forces. Like you're not in control. I just saw 13 even on the clock. 13 is the death card, and there is something about this. The death card is ruled by Pluto. That's Scorpio energy, and welcome to the season. And so there's been some heaviness, some regret, some remorse, maybe even some actual loss that you guys have been dealing with, that I just feel like this stuff is coming to an end. There's so many more resources. I feel like you guys are also like the end of this linear thinking that has caused linear actions. That's linear thinking that's led to linear behavior. And you just like having these like routines, or being stuck in certain routines, or being stuck in this kind of narrow mindset. That's not all of you, but some of you have been really caught up in a quite like blinders on, you know, and that's not your way. That's not your true way. I just want to get all the cards out. All right. Final two cards, final two messages, please. For Aquarius, the Ten of Swords. Yep. There's that renewal of the mind, that old version of yourself that's being removed. This could be a brand new cycle with somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, because that's the thing. The light of this new day is pushing out the dark, and it's purging the dark. The thing is that whatever gets purged, whatever gets brought up to the surface, whatever has to come out, it has to come up to a surface first. And so there's some of you may actually start getting acne. Some of you may start to notice like your skin is behaving differently, or you're noticing more blemishes or things of that nature. Some of you may be getting boils, because it's just like on all levels, down to a cellular level, the divine wants to purge you, wants to, like, it's like whatever impurities, whatever toxins are in your life or in your body or in your spirit, that stuff is coming out, to coming up to come out. Final card, final message, please. And the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. All right, all right, all right, all right. Getting pushed out of your comfort zone, babe. That's all this is. And push out of your comfort zone so that you can pursue your dreams. This is Saturn in Pisces. This is the card of Saturn in Pisces. And so what do you know you need to turn your back on? What has kept you way too complacent? What dreams has your comfort zone cost you? What dreams do you know you need to pursue? What behaviors or new activities do you know you need to persevere and push towards? There's just something profound around, like, this also could be moving. Some of you may be actually like moving. And I feel like things are happening quickly in Scorpio season. With the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I feel like Scorpio season may really fly by for you guys. And Sagittarius season is where things really start to percolate and, you know, come to the surface and really present themselves for you. So let's see. Let's zoom out. One major arcana card, and it's in the beginning of the season, and that I feel like is Saturn going direct in Pisces, and you guys getting Pluto. So it Scorpio season comes in with this big, you know, turn of events. I am already very excited to clarify this over on Patreon. Come join me in my ethical cult where we clarify all these cards. There's also a tier for daily readings over there, patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. So I do feel like there may be somebody with Sagittarius or Pisces placements. There may be a teacher or a mentor, or someone that is way more knowledgeable than you, that is going to be coming in and helping you learn how to, like, what does healthy attachment look like? What does healthy detachment look like? How do you determine what's worth holding on to? How do you determine what's worth discarding? There's some like new level or turn of events of like sorting. I don't know. I just feel like the sorting hat is like activating in your life, and it's like pushing you in a different direction. And so with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, there's stuff that like this season is not within your ultimate control. And so I do feel like there's like your part that you can do in things, and then there's the divine's part, and it's time to determine what's in your lane. And so I do feel, okay, let's say this is my go-to analogy. Let's say you want to be a singer. What's in your lane is, are you taking lessons? Are you taking voice lessons? Are you learning an instrument? Are you mastering your craft? Are you collaborating with other people? Are you gigging? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you making music? Are you, you know, like those things? what people think about your music, and if you get famous outside of your jurisdiction, all you can do is focus on the things that you can control or that you can alter, that's going to align your actions with said ambition. I hope that makes sense. And so there's something there about whatever it is, whatever the goal is, whatever it is that you need to pursue, wherever it is that you're trying to go, all you can do is make sure, all you can do is determine, and that may is determine what's in your lane. And that may take a slowing down of the mind. That may take taking a fine tooth comb through your day, through your thoughts, so that you're not draining yourself thinking that you have control over something that's outside of your jurisdiction. Because the rest of this looks very linear to me. There's lots of lines here. This is like this, there's something about like an ending of a certain type of linear thinking that is going to require an outdated version of you to fall away. I feel like that full moon in Aries will have done a good number on you. Not in a negative way. I just mean like it's helping it's helping loosen the things that need to be released, so that you can be like it feels like slingshot. That's like the vibe that I'm getting. It's like you're being slingshot into something, into a new life, into a new energy, into a new cycle in the realm of your physical, spiritual, sexual energy, and in the realm of the mind. And so there's something here about there's a 9, 10, and an 8. So it's like there's this ending in how you exert your physical, spiritual, sexual energy. There may be an ending with somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. And then there's this version of you that gets to fall away. There may be even like friendships that are starting to fall to the wayside, things that you thought would be in your life much longer than they have been. There could just be a reconciling of like, okay, this is unfolding this way, this cookie is crumbling this way because I'm being catapulted into a different direction. And I can't take this old wounded version of me with me. I can't let this version of me lead the show anymore. Or I can't let this version of me rot in my emotional basement anymore. It's starting to get fucking funky up in here. And I just feel like that version of you that has died or has been swept under the rug, it's like that version of you is coming up to the surface to be laid to rest, and then all of a sudden you can go hands free. All of a sudden you're so much lighter than you were. All of a sudden the pace picks up in life, and you are being pushed towards this brand new cycle. And this brand new cycle looks a lot like you being a lot closer to your spirit. There may be somebody new with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in. There could be that whoever you ended things with, whenever there's this emotional or mental death, whenever there's like this letting go, all of a sudden this thing comes back, or you know how to handle it, or you know how to address it. So there could be some off and on, back and forth, up and down kind of like relationships or friendships. But I do feel like you can't keep holding on to this version of you that is just fighting for the sake of fighting, or fighting for a cause that the divine is taking over. It's almost, some of you are fighting a fight that's not yours to fight anymore. Some of you may be really showing up and trying to help other people, but it's like, are those people helping themselves? Are you doing all the heavy lifting for somebody else's, that are you doing all the heavy lifting, and this is somebody else's emotional homework? I just feel like some of you have been really caged, maybe even boxed yourself in. And there's this feral, wild, free version of you that wants to be in the driver's seat. And that's just your spirit. And that's what I feel like, your spirit wants to be in the driver's seat. And the more that you cling, the more that you hold on to your old ways, the more uncomfortable this part is going to be. So I feel like there's a big theme here around release and like letting the shit go. Like understanding that you are not in control. Understanding that you don't need to be in control. But also I will say, Aquarius, is that if you think that you're out here doing it all on your own, if you don't subscribe to, a higher power or something like that, like I understand zero judgment, but there could be something here around like you're gonna be feeling a lot more responsibility for things than you actually have. Like you're going to feel a lot more pressure to protect yourself, to like make things go in a certain way when it's like some of you are out here trying to do the divine's job. And I do feel like it's important in Scorpio season for you to figure out who is the God of your understanding and how do you interact with them on a day-to-day basis. What is sacred to you? What is your relationship to reverence? What are you in awe of? And when I say God, I don't refer to like, I'm not referring to like solely like Yahweh or the Christian or Abrahamic religious gods. There's something about like the oneness, the divine glue that holds all this shit together. The like the creator. And some of you don't believe in creation. That's fine. And like who fucking cares? The point is you getting to the point where you figure out what is your power source and understanding that there are forces that are greater than you that are at work, like for instance fucking gravity, you know. And so what are the forces that are greater than you that you believe in, that you can connect to, that you can plug into, so that you're not out here under the false impression that you're doing this all yourself, or that it's all your responsibility, or that it's like all on you, because that's not the truth. And I just feel like this big turn of events that's coming in, we'll clarify it over on Patreon, but this big turn of events that's coming in is going to help you start to see that, maybe time to study. Study the things that you're curious about. Dive deeper into the things that you're curious about, just so you can have the knowledge, just so you can have the wisdom and the insight. I'm not expecting you to believe in some, big almighty white dude with a beard and a cloud. That's not what that's not it. But there is something about figuring out, what do you have hope for? What do you have faith in? What do you wish for? And who have you surrounded yourself with? That is one thing I will point out. All of these cards are solitary. Every single card that has a person in it only has one person in it. But the one card that has multiple figures in it is of the divine. I feel like there's some new friendships to make when it comes to the spirit realm, when it comes to the realm of the divine. And I do think that this is a whole new cycle of luck and a whole new cycle in the realm of your mind, in the realm of clarity, in the realm of ideas. And yes, some of it is going to be uncomfortable, but we're not here to be comfortable. We're here to figure out the fullness of who we are and what our particular brand of service is, so we can go out, develop those skills, and provide that to the collective. It's just your turn, baby. I'm going to go ahead and dive over. Hydrate before we go. I'm ready to clarify this. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.